hottest in the city, and I touched a mill. I know you care about how I feel. We said we take it slow. I just had to open up the door. That's one text message on your phone. What you doing to me, I don't know. Remember when we said we take it slow? I just had to open up the door. That's one text message on your phone. What you doing to me, I don't know. Your bodies, it's not too obvious. Okay, I like your confidence. Tell me some good comments. Okay, like my Kalani's. How'd you like Kalani's? Okay, you're at a party. Why you're at a party? You better start a whole fire. Now I'm on fire. I need someone to be tired. I need money, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Start a whole choir. I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one to help you inspire. I'ma add to you. I'ma give you some best. I'ma add to you. See you. Been on the avenue and I ain't never seen no bad as you. Baby, I'm serious too. They can't disrespect you, I gladly shoot. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I love the way your body is. It's not too obvious, okay. I like your confidence. Tell that's what good comments, okay. Like my Kalani's. How'd you like Kalani's? Okay, do it a party. Woo! You better start a whole fire. Oh. I'm a fire. Damn. Money, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. I like the way that you get your back. You don't need no one to help you inspire. Baby, let's make a movie. Come and seduce me. You know that I'm choosy. I need you to back it up. Make it that ain't fast enough. You know I'm man enough. And I don't play it back. You know that. Your body is, it's not too obvious, okay. I like your confidence. That's what good comments, okay. That's like Kalani's. How'd you like Kalani's? Okay, you're at a party. Right, you're at a party. You better start a whole fire. I'm on fire. I need someone to be tired. I need money, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Start a whole choir. I like the way that you get your back. You don't need no one to help you inspire. Hey, hold on, DJ Y. You gotta feel it like a summertime.
What up, what up? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Hit that like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications to get all of my content, all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing communities, and salute to all the people that rock with me, day ones as well as the new ones, and you know, the people that don't fuck with me, man. I appreciate it too. Sing the Wicked Rip. I don't know what the hell that is, man, but salute to you. I don't know what the fuck that is. But hey man, look, shout out to everybody, man, and the first part is it's a straight gems, but I didn't really put it in the title, but I've talked about this situation before. Please hit that like when you come in here, please. Look, man. You know, we've been losing a lot of people. Okay, we've been losing a lot of people. What's up, Ashley? Beautiful Queen. I see you in the building. Yeah. Okay. I see you in here. Okay. Be safe where you traveling. Where you traveling? Where you traveling to, sweetie? Yeah, Ashley. Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, RP to LB once again. Where you traveling to though, sweetie? Where y'all traveling to today? Anybody on the road? Oh, okay. Okay. Like you going out of state? Oh, to Bama. Okay. Oh no, I thought you was in Bama. LB was one of the lead guys in the LDBC community. But what's up? What's up with it, Angela Bell? I see you in here. All right, look, man. Look. I really don't like. I mean, of course, y'all know I I'm a big advocate when it comes to fitness and taking care of yourself and all that other stuff. But I know that a lot of people, man, we tend to get busy in life. Of course, y'all know it's raining out here too. It's raining and it's cold at the same time. Ain't that a bitch? It's it's raining, but again, I want people to understand, man, that you only got one life to live. You only got one body, uh, and you got to do your best to take care of your temple the best way that you can. Okay, we losing a lot of our brothers, a lot of our sisters to various health conditions um, that can be managed, man. You know, and of course, I do think about the brother, you know, LB, man, and um, you know, I got various things that run in my family. Um, High blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, heart 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 disease, blood clots. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, on another end of the family, you name it, man. I got family members and family history of all of that. And you may have it too. You know what I'm saying? You might have your parents might have, if they're still here, if they're here now, they might be struggling with diabetes. They might have high blood pressure and everything. But that don't mean that you gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean, like, just because your mom and your dad got bad knees, that don't mean you gotta have bad knees. You know what I'm saying? Just because your mom and your dad might have had a bad heart, that don't mean that you have to have it. You know what I'm telling you, man, is to get your ass in the doctor first and foremost. I put the gym, but really, first off, man, get in there, man, get your blood work done. Randy Moss came out and said it. Even the brother LB, man, a long time ago, I paid attention to his message. I remember when he was, he was in the hospital and everything, man, and he told everybody, man, take care of your health, and that's so true. I've always said that. Get your blood work done. I know you might be paranoid about, what the results are and all this other stuff, but it's better to know what you got going on in your body than to try to self-doctor yourself or not know what's going on. And next thing you know, man, you're not here anymore. You said, yeah, what's up with it, Steven? Just finished working. I did lift in 105. Yeah, and listen, man, that's great, but you could go in the gym all day, but it's more than just going to the gym, okay? It's other things, okay? Now, when the Most High said it's time for you to go, it's just time for you to go, okay? In some cases, it's just time for you to go, all right? But at the same time, if you have something that you could, if you're here to manage a lot of things, and one of the things that you got to manage too, we got to, us, I'm talking about, especially us as a people, especially my melanated brothers and sisters. A lot of us don't know how to manage stress, man. We have already coached, throughout the course of time. We've been traumatized by a lot. You know what I'm saying? We got to think about poverty. Well, first off, let's talk about, slavery first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? We was already had to go through that. Then we had to deal with racism, segregation, all that other stuff. Discrimination, you name it, we had to deal with it. Then we got to deal with, genocide against each other. You know what I'm saying? Then we got to deal with poverty. Got to deal with homelessness. We've had to deal with every, drugs. You know what I'm saying? Every type of drug you think in the book, we've had to deal with that. So stress is already like from a historical standpoint, it's kind of already been upon us, and that's how these people have been programming us to be is really stressed out and stuff like that. But you got to combat that. You got to be able to manage stress, no matter what type of way it is. There's many ways. Y'all Google everything else. Google your way how to manage stress. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big advocate of taking a whole bunch of medicines, like I said. But if it's gonna save your life, if it's gonna keep you here, especially if you have kids, if you have loved ones that depend on you, just go ahead and take the meds, man. Just go ahead and take the meds. Some of y'all are worried about the side effects and stuff like that. That's why you got to talk to your doctor. You know, it might be for some people, it might not be for some people. But if you could do everything that you can to avoid taking the medication, to do everything you can. But if you absolutely have to take it, there's no other way around it. Like I know a friend. Unfortunately, she had a blood clot, and so now she's gonna be on blood thinners for the rest of her life or whatever. There's no way around it. She has to take it. You know what I'm saying? In situations like that, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? But the gym is one thing. You know what I'm saying? You also got to manage stress. I also mentioned going to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? But stress is a big thing, man. Say get some hobbies. It will relieve a lot of stress. Yeah, it will. It will. And don't let don't let little things get to you. Listen, man. A lot of people, man, they sit up here, man, and you got people, man, that just aren't loyal. Okay, you got people that aren't loyal. They, you thought a person was going to think this way or be this way or have this type of mentality, but they really don't. You know, you thought people were going to have your back. Don't worry about that. Okay, you have to expect that. You have to go with the intent that you got to be the Terminator. You got to be a one-man wrecking crew, man. You can't worry about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to family and unfortunately friends, because where you thought that person might have had your back, but they really didn't, and you're putting expectations and you're holding expectations upon those people, you're going to be hurt, and then guess what? It's going to stress you out even more. That's even in your relationship too. Your relationship, your marriage, all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I look at all that stuff with Travis Hunter and Devin Haney, all this other nonsense that they're talking about and stuff like that. These guys deactivating their social media accounts and stuff like that. Social media shouldn't make you. Don't let social media make or break you. Social media is a stressor, man. Believe it or not. There's some people that really take this YouTube thing really, really, really serious, man. You said that's a fact. I'm 100% guilty and trying to get unnecessary things. Yeah, exactly, Ashley. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are too beautiful to be trying to stress over something that you can't control. My fellas out there, you're too strong, man, to let something break your ass down. I think about Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm in this corner, I'm pretty sure Dion probably been in this corner telling them, hey, don't worry about that shit. Pick your head up. We all, like with CJ Stroud, you know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks, oh, man, CJ Stroud, he crying and all this other stuff. Dog, man, to see your teammate get badly hurt like that, or, because a lot of people got to understand that when you play football or basketball or you're with your comrades, pretty much more than you are with your whole damn family, they're actually your family. They're your brother. You know what I'm saying? You see these people more than you actually see your family. So you do become, attached to these guys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You go to these guys' houses, you you spend time with these guys, you bond with these guys. If something happens to one of y'all family or something like that, or if something happens to them on the field or something like that, it's gonna touch you in a way if y'all are really close. You know what I'm saying? But that coincides to what I'm saying, man. You can't let things drive you to the point where like for instance, man, you might have some people on here. Oh man, this guy don't never show up, or he don't come here and he don't support me, stuff like that. You can't worry about that shit because people are gonna be people, man. They gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. They gonna say whatever the hell they say. You said nothing wrong with crying or playing hurt, like Moss when teammate Corey Stringer died. Yeah, exactly. Man, ain't nothing wrong. Like we're see, especially in our culture, especially like in the Hispanic culture and the black culture, a lot of people are trained to think, oh, okay, yeah, man, if you cry, you're weak or something like that. When I say quit crying and stuff like that, man, I'm talking about like, okay, if you bitching about a call or something like that, or if you crying because you got to get up and you got to go play or something like that. That's when I'm talking about crying. But as far as like you losing somebody, or man, you see somebody get badly hurt, like when Hamlin almost lost his life, and guys might have been crying. We understand that, man. Or when somebody dies on the basketball court, or dies on the football field, or dies in the boxing ring, or MMA octagon, or whatever sport that they play. You know what I'm saying? It could be a very emotional thing. You said people who was talking about C.J. Stroud never played. Son broke his leg. And he cried. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Eagles fan cheered when when Irving got hurt. Yeah, man. I mean, look, bro. A lot of that shit I don't even like. I don't. People are gonna be people, Ted. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ignore that shit. Ignore the bullshit. Half of these fans that are cheering and stuff like that when they get hurt, guess what? That's the energy that they putting out into the atmosphere. So when it hits them, it's gonna hit them different. It's gonna hit them even harder. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I don't worry about what anybody says. If you're saying something negative or whatever, that says a lot about your ass. That says a lot about you, man. Do not let this stuff stress you out. Don't get stressed out over situations that you can't control. You can't control how somebody feels. You can't control, some of these, the fans and some of these fanatics and stuff like that. You can't control how they feel, man. And that goes back to my original point. Stop stressing, man. We let a lot of things get to us, man. Even on another scale, like if you got like a situation with your relationship or something, things didn't work out between you and your ex or whatever, y'all still got kids or something like that, man. Don't let that shit stress you out. Because let's talk about something like that. Some of y'all don't want to talk about nothing like that, but it's real life situation. Some of y'all let your ex that you might have had kids with, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still have something that's unfortunately, because y'all went y'all separate ways or whatever, y'all have something that's tying y'all together or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that could be stressful because you have something that is gonna always tie y'all together, and y'all might not be able to stand each other, but it's something that you got to deal with. And one party might be cool, the other party might not be so cool. You know what I'm saying? That's another stress that you got to deal with. Some of y'all have lost people. Like I just recently lost my grandmother, man. You know, don't let that stress you out. Stress will kill you more, or will take you out of here more than you not going to the gym, or you not exercising, or you not going to the doctor. Thanks. Oh yeah, I appreciate it, Ashley. Thank you so much, man. Ashley be coming in here, man. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate y'all so much, man. If y'all want to donate to the channel too, straight to the point 77 on Cash App. $ straight to the point 77. But like I said, man, get in there, man. Get your blood work done. Don't think that, oh yeah, I'm 30 years old. It'll never happen to me. Listen, man. Uh, Guys are young. Chadwick Boseman, he was young. You know what I'm saying? I had a partner, man. He was young. You know it. You know, don't think, oh man, well, you know, man, oh man, I'm 20 something years old, man. That shit don't matter. That shit don't matter, man. Get your ass in the doctor, man. I went to the doctor when I was real young. People used to look at me like I was crazy. Nah, I want to know what's going on. Cause you're not you can't self doctor yourself. You can't self diagnose yourself. You know what I'm saying? Man, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? You know? Like some of y'all got some issues, some health issues. You know, I'm not saying to, deal with it, of course, but do something that you can to try to make the situation better. Some of y'all get depressed and you say, okay, life is over. Nah, still continue to fight. Don't get depressed just because, okay, the doctor said, oh, you have this, you have that. No, it's not the end all be all. It's not the end all be all. And a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, y'all throws up, but then y'all want to see, oh yeah, oh man, such and such. Nah, we don't want to see that, man. I mean, look, people gonna grow, people gonna check out, people are gonna stop from standing above the surface. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? I got to get back moving. Need to lose 10 to 15 pounds, which is a lot. Ashley says she don't like being thick. Hey, hey, your man might want it. Hey, your man might like that. You're like, wait, baby, don't lose too much weight. That's another thing too. Learn to laugh. Some of y'all too goddamn serious. I noticed that, man. Not on my platform or whatever, but man, I just threw out YouTube, man. Some of y'all ain't got no goddamn personality whatsoever. Y'all take shit so goddamn serious. Don't take life so serious, man. Go out and go have fun. Go see a comedy. Laugh a little bit. Some of y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all be, woo, man. Yeah, yeah, Ashley, he like, man, no, baby, no, keep that there. I like that 10 to 15 pounds. But usually, Ashley, from working out a lot of women, the majority of y'all don't want to lose y'all booty. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rather keep y'all booty, and then as long as everything else go, y'all straight. Y'all want like y'all want y'all stomach flat. Y'all don't want no flabby arms. Unfortunately, a lot of women, nowadays they could care less about they chest. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, you know, the body, y'all. Okay, I don't want y'all to get offended. Oh my God, he's talking about he's being nasty. No, Because when you go to the gym, that's what we're gonna have to measure you. We're gonna have to measure, uh, you know, your body. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to go. Well, I mean, look, the important thing though, Ashley, like, okay, do it healthy. Okay, don't do it all this whatever the fuck it's called, Ozempic, whatever the hell it is, all them pills, lose weight fast and all that other stuff. Nah, man. Only thing that it's gonna do is it's gonna mess up your insides in the long run. You might feel all right now, but then one day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna be in a lot of pain, or you're gonna have something wrong with your kidneys, or you're gonna have something wrong, with your insides, or nah, you don't want none of that. Do it the healthy way. 10 to 15 pounds, that's a respectable goal, but keep it one to 2 pounds. Don't try to force it too much. You know what I'm saying? And listen, you I know a lot of y'all get so impatient. Oh man, the weight ain't coming off. Don't worry about the weight. Worry about if you can move. Like if as long as you move good, that's all that matters. Cause to be honest with you, like it's just like with Lizzo. There was nothing wrong with Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just being honest. That's because they get online fat shaming her and stuff like that, which I think is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's beauty in all shapes and sizes. You know what I'm saying? If you think there's guys that like that thickness. It's guys that what I'm saying. They Johnson will get up. You know what I'm saying? Because you thick. But they Johnson ain't gonna go nowhere because oh man, you ain't got enough meat. It's hard for us to lose weight. I turn into muscle instead of shredding. Nah, listen, this is what it is, man. Well, that's what I want to ask you. Okay, your diet. Let's stop right there. What are you eating? What are you eating? Because you're trying to burn fat and build muscle. Believe it or not, weight training is the way to go. A lot of y'all women like, oh nah, I'm not gonna do weight training. I'm gonna end up looking like a guy. Nah, that's if you up in there jacking up steroids and stuff like that. The perfect exercise for you to get right, and you can ask anybody, Ashley, squats, just constantly squatting. You know what I'm saying? Squatting. Make sure you get below parallel too. You know what I'm saying? ATG, derriere to the grass, ass to the grass. Make sure you get really low and come back up. Do a respectable weight too. And if you need somebody to spot you, but you want to be squatting, hey, squatting is very good for you. You know why? Because squatting works your entire body. You said mostly. I don't like weights. Well, you're gonna have to listen. In order for you to see that change that you're doing, you're gonna have to because you're trying to get that. Um, you're trying to get that sculpting. Cardio, yes, is great. Cardio, calisthenics. You know what I'm saying? Isometrics, this, that, and the third, or whatever. But you need a little weight training. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to go in there and be, uh, you know, a damn bodybuilder. That's people they blow that out of context. They think that, oh yeah, you got to go in there doing curls like a man, or putting on 345s and stuff and like a man. Nah. That's not what it is. Because there's different forms of weightlifting. Like deadlift, Ashley, deadlifting is good to get that look that you're trying to get. You want to do a lot of deadlifting and a lot of bent over rows. I think my dumbbells are too heavy. Nah, not at all. You could do a lot with 15-pound dumbbells. That's not that's really light. You know what I'm saying? What to me it is. You know what I'm saying? Uh, goblet squats. There's different forms of squats because you're gonna feel that burn. You're trying to burn fat. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to burn fat and build and at the same time build muscle and get that sculpted look. And listen, if you're not getting it fast enough, Ash, don't panic on that shit. Don't panic on that shit. You got to be patient with your body. If you got to do, one meal a day, keeping it, keeping your, your portions really low, then go that route. And then the rest of the day, just do water, do your intermittent fasting. I know people think, oh man, intermittent fasting doesn't work out. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Go on a 3-day fast where you don't, not, absolute fast, absolutely nothing but water. And because what it does when you go on a 3-day fast, a lot of things happening, but the main thing that happens it resets your immune system, and on top of that, you boost your metabolic rate. So and it's good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like fasting cleans your body out because we spend so much time eating, consuming something. Your stomach and your intestine. You know what I'm saying? Even your colon and stuff like that. Man, it needs a break. You know what I'm saying? It needs a break. But don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Ashley, I got workouts. I have been out for like a few days. I had some issues with my shoulder, but I'll be back into the gym. I'll be back in the gym in the next day or so. But come through and look at some of the workouts. Also sub to the fitness channel too. I do live workouts. Like I said, I had a little shoulder issue that was going on. It was between my neck and my shoulder. My boyfriend suggested fasting and a full body cleanse. Yeah, you're right. You know, you're right. And listen, everybody thinks like, oh yeah, well, I'm too good to get a body cleanse or to fast and all this other stuff. No, you're not. No, you're not. Something happened over here, man, because it's an accident. But your boyfriend's exactly right. But don't, like I said, um, as you get older, you got to understand this too. When you get older, that's why I mentioned the metabolic rate. For fellas, especially, your testosterone is naturally going to slow down, but you could still maintain it. You could still have a metabolic rate. Now you're not going to have the same metabolic rate as a 20 something year. If you like 40, you know what I'm saying, or damn near 50 or whatever, you're not going to have the same metabolic rate as a 25-year-old that's getting ready to go to the NFL, or he's a Marine or something like that. You just not, because they're on their bodies are in the prime setting of their life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you can still maintain a decent metabolic rate as well as the females. But that, like, to get back to what I was saying, Ashley, there's nothing wrong with lifting weights. Don't let people sit up there and say, oh well, girl, You gonna end up looking like a guy if you lift weights and stuff like that. The only way that you're gonna do that is if you trying to lift massive amounts of weight, and you putting this stuff like you putting testosterone in you, and you taking steroids and stuff like that. That's the only way you're gonna do that. Other than that, your shape is gonna be your shape. And if you have a naturally and I'm not trying to offend you, Ashley, but if you're like naturally like thick, if you're built like a brick house, or like where your waist is naturally thin, and you have a big chest, and you have a big derriere, then that's going to work in your favor, because when you start doing the weightlifting, incorporating the weightlifting as well as cardio, like burning fat, building muscle, you're going to see that shape more so on you than you might see on somebody that doesn't have a shape like you. 9 times out of 10, our sisters are naturally Amazon thick. You know what I'm saying? Like monkey thick, as I should call it, or whatever. But 10 to 15 pounds, that's nothing. And on top of that, don't be worried about 10 to 15 pounds. Be worried about if you can move. Be worried about if they're telling you in the doctor office if your cholesterol is too high. Be worried about if they're telling you that you have a potential for diabetes. Be worried about if they're telling you hypertension and high blood pressure. Be worried about them telling you if there's something wrong with your heart. You know what I'm saying? Be worried about that. A little bit of weight never hurt anybody. Just got to know how to move. Everybody's so concerned. Oh, and if your man, not you Ashley, but I'm talking about any female out there. If your man don't like the fact, oh man, you a little bit too big or something like that, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Say fuck that shit. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of women. That's why a lot of women, man. Oh man, he said I'm too big. He said I'm too fat. Shit, what that nigga don't like, another nigga will. Everybody ain't built. Everybody is not built the same. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's not gonna lose massive amounts of weight. You might always be that shape. You know what I'm saying? You might always have that weight on you, but it doesn't mean it doesn't. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It only gets bad if you're sitting up there and you're saying, "Oh yeah, well, uh, if they telling you, your blood pressure is like sky high or something like that, and you got heart issues or something like that, that's when it gets bad. But keep striving though. But yeah, you definitely got it. Right after you get off the treadmill or whatever you on, whatever cardio that you do, hit you a little bit of weights. I don't have those things, thank God. Noticing a shift in my breathing. I think it's just stress. Like you said, okay, let me tell you this. Okay, let me tell you this. Breathe through your nose. Breathe through your nose. Always inhale, exhale every single day. Okay, take deep breaths. If you're shifting your breathing, go get your heart and your lungs checked out. If that checks out okay, you should be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard my heart, skipping a beat, You know what I'm saying? I got kind of concerned about that. What did I do? I went right to the doctor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your heart tends to, I think it's something arrhythmia or something like that. But see, I had, the doctor had already told me that I had a enlarged heart, you know, ever since I was young or whatever. It kept me out of basketball. So it kept me out of basketball for a little bit. But I was okay though, you know what I'm saying? I had an enlarged heart. I had asthma, you know what I'm saying? Allergies, you know, so I had a lot of stuff wrong with me, but I was still able to get out there and run. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she struggles with the same thing in terms of asthma and all that jazz or whatever. But I'm not gonna let it stop her from doing what she want to do. You know. But yeah, nah, just don't let nothing stress you out. Like your job, that's another thing too. Some of y'all work a stressful job. Don't let these people stress you out at your job. Don't let these people stress your ass out at these jobs, man, because you're the one that's gonna be in that hospital bed or in the casket. They still gonna be. They're gonna look. They're pretty much gonna look for somebody to replace you. You know what I'm saying? So they're not worried. They might write a card and tell you, oh yeah, we're praying for you and all this other stuff. But the reality of it is, they really don't give a fuck about you. Okay, you're just another number to them. You know, you could go to all the potlucks. You can make, you're really not supposed to make friends, but you can make all the people smiling in your face and all that other stuff. But man, at the end of the day, they want to know if you're gonna be in there in those seats to make the company money and help the company thrive. And if you can't do it, they're gonna find somebody else. But they want you to overexert yourself. They want you to sit up there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna work when I'm feeling bad or when I'm stressed out or I just lost somebody. Tell them, look, I can't go to work today. If you cannot respect that, then so be it. You can't overexert yourself for a company that don't care about you. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about, making sure that you're doing what's necessary to stay afloat financial wise and stuff like that. But don't kill yourself doing it because you don't work all this time. You don't work hard. You work for a company for 10, 15 years or whatnot, only for them to tell you, okay, well, yeah, we're going to have to do this and we're going to have to do that to you, cut ties with you. But meanwhile, you've been slaving, working your ass off. Some people done got health problems because of their job, because of the amount of stress that they got to deal with, much less of what they got to deal with outside of work. Nah, man, don't let these jobs stress your ass out. Don't do that. These companies don't care when my jobs have stuff. They be asking me, "Are you coming?" I'm like, "Fuck no." Yeah, and that's your decision. That some people might get mad at that. Oh well, man, Angelo Bell, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't coming? Cause I don't fucking feel like it. You're not gonna make me. Listen, are y'all gonna be there? Like, are y'all gonna be there at the funeral if something happens to me? 9 times out of 10, no, you're not. Are y'all gonna pay my doctor bill? Are y'all gonna pay this? Are y'all gonna pay that for me? If something really, really traumatic, a really bad situation happens that has me to be out of work or whatever, 9 times out of 10, because a lot of these companies don't. A lot of these companies, believe it or not, man, they don't want to give workman's comp or, they don't want to have to deal with the insurance. They don't want to deal with none of that shit. because they're like, damn, that's more money. That's more money and time and stuff like that. Nobody want and cop. Yeah, yeah. Like they don't care about you. That's just the reality of it. These people, man, these people, like, look, and I like some people. They sit here and they hold back on saying what they have to say, but it's the harsh reality. They don't want you to talk. They don't want you to talk like this because they know it's the truth. These people that are in upper management positions and stuff like that, supervisors, leads, all this other stuff, they don't want you talking like this because they know the truth. Right, and you're not, and you know what, Angela Bell, you're not there to be liked. You're listen, you're not at that company to be liked. Like this is a business. This is a business. You're not there to be liked. Really, your whole objective is to get in and get out, and that's both throughout the day, and that's in your career. These companies don't want to keep like those days of keeping people there until they can't move anymore and they can barely move. No, they're doing everything that they can to push your ass out. If you're not moving like you 20 years old, 18 years old, especially like in the fast food industry, stuff like that, these people don't want old older people there working and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to talk down on none of the elderly or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want an older person being a janitor or no shit like that. They just don't, because they're like, damn, we could have somebody to do it much faster. Pretty soon, like they're already starting to take the human element out of the workplace. You understand what I mean? Like you see it everywhere. Everything is AI. Everything is technology. You look at the register. You go to Walmart. You don't have that many registers where they're actually ringing up the cash register, checking you out and stuff like that. No, you're doing it yourself. Everything is trying to take over robotic wise. When it comes to AI and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Pretty soon, you're gonna have robots making your food, and then that's gonna decrease the jobs and stuff. It's already happening. Y'all don't want to hear this. Oh, like, oh no, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Okay, okay. There's a massive amount of layoffs going on. There's a lot of layoffs going on in the tech world too. Y'all think, oh yeah, man, we're set, man. Our job is set, man. We're good. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Yeah, right. That's what they want you to think. They want you to get real, real comfortable. They want you to get real comfortable. Nah, you always got to be cautious. I'm not telling you to stress yourself out, or anything like that. But you always got to be real cautious about what's taking place, about what's finna come into the fold. Nah, man. Let me talk about LeBron James for a second, man. Um, Last night, of course, LeBron, he ended up missing uh, a clutch three-pointer, and They ended up losing to the Detroit Pistons. I didn't talk about that. I had some other things that I needed to talk about, but I wanted to pay attention to this in particular. LeBron James, y'all have to understand. When are we gonna come to the understanding that I never give a fuck if people like me or not? Right? Yeah, you just come there just to do your business. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna go over here. Listen, you gotta understand this, man. Um, LeBron has never had a clutch gene, man. And that's not on here to to destroy or cook him. That's not what I'm not even doing that. It's just the reality of it is we figured out early that LeBron has never had a clutch gene, man. Even at 40 years old, you know what I'm saying. You've seen it last year, wide open. He doesn't have that knack for being a clutch individual. You know what I'm saying? Like some guys have it and some guys don't. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, he had it. Jordan, he had it. They want the ball at the end of the game. LeBron is more like taking over uh, in the throughout the stretch of the games, but then when it comes to closing, now I'm not gonna sit up here and say he hasn't sealed the deal a couple of times a few times in his career. Yeah, he has, but at the end of the game, you're not gonna the first person that you're gonna go to. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to LeBron. No, you're not gonna think like that. You would rather go to Jordan, or you would rather go to Kobe, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be LeBron. He doesn't have that type of mentality. He doesn't have that type of mentality. So why are people so surprised and shocked? Everybody's getting up in arms and saying, "Oh man, I can't believe LeBron did this. LeBron did that." Nah, I'm not surprised by that shit at all. I'm not surprised by that shit. We knew that LeBron doesn't have a clutch gene. Some guys have it. Some guys don't. Like uh, all the great ones that have came before LeBron, they had certain flaws in their game. One of the flaws in LeBron game is that he's not a clutch type of player. I mean, he might have been tremendous throughout his career, throughout the course of the game, but who hit the shot? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna end it like this: Who hit the shot with Golden State? It was Kyrie Irving. Now we could talk about the block. It was an important block. I felt like that was a game changer too. That block on Iggy, it was a game changer. But more often than none, people look for you to seal the deal. Who hit the shot? So that's always going to be a big argument. Which play was more important? But the block was uh, was a momentum changer too. You know what I'm saying? But for us to sit up here and why is anybody surprised? This man is 40 years old. If you haven't hit a clutch shot by the time you're 40, or don't have a clutch gene by the time you're 40, nigga, what makes you think that you're gonna have a clutch gene now? You know what I'm saying? If you haven't had it since you was 18, all that other shit, nigga, you ain't gonna have it. Straight to the point. I get at y'all.